Hi, this is Kevin Thomas, and welcome back to the At Home Film Festival. I have a very exciting episode this week. My sister's in town. Hi, Maureen. You can actually say hi.
Bye.
And I thought, why don't we do an episode all about sisters and siblings? We're not going to do the big famous ones like you see here, Whatever Happened to Baby Jane, or even a fun one like The Parent Trap. Oh, what great siblings and sisters they made. But instead, let's take a look at movies. Maybe they're less known than some of the more popular ones, or maybe some are forgotten, but movies where it's sister bond and sister power or brother-sister bonds. Let's take a look now. Our first movie, Polite Society. Love this film. It's on Peacock. You could watch it now. It was at the theaters for a very brief time, but you've never seen two better sisters. One of them wants to be a stunt woman, and the other one wants to be an artist. They are so supportive of each other. The one who wants to be an artist ends up falling in love with the fancy guy in town that everybody wants to marry. Her sister is against it because she thinks he has an ulterior motive. Well, guess what? There is a secret going on that you have to watch this movie to find out. This movie is funny. This movie is entertaining. This movie has kick-ass bitches. This movie has sisterhood. This movie is woman power. This movie is everything, including some great fight scenes. Everybody should watch Polite Society, so watch it right now on Peacock. Brothers and sisters never had a better bond than in the movie This Is Where I Leave You, which you could find on Netflix. All the kids are called home because the father died, and they are put kind of on restriction because the father wanted them to all get along, so they have to stay in the house working out any problems they had in the relationships. We've all been there. And still find love for each other. And their mother, played wonderfully by Jane Fonda. Does she ever age? I don't think so. Or she's doing it greater than anybody else. Amazing cast. We got Jason Bateman, Tina Fey, Jane Fonda, Adam Driver. Oh, this movie is so good. And it's definitely a movie that supports the bonds that brothers and sisters and siblings have. Gotta watch it. Okay, probably you think I'm really stretching here, but this wonderful movie, The Black Phone, which you could find on Amazon Prime now, and it's still probably on Peacock, is a horror-ish movie where kids are being kidnapped by what they call the grabber, who's wearing a clown mask. It sounds a little it. So why is this on our sibling show? Well, I will tell you why. This guy who gets kidnapped is not a spoiler. It happens right away. And look, there's a preview of it. His sister will not give up trying to help the police find him. And she's just a little girl. This movie is so good for even the people that don't like horror films. This movie was supposed to come out, be thrown in theaters 1 January. But it had such great responses from the audience during previews, they left it as the summer blockbuster film. You have to watch Black Phone if you like a little thrills and chills with your life. And if you want to see the bond of a sister, let's take a look at that right now. Okay, let's take a moment. So here the police are solving the crime, but the sister's the one who really did it. And here she is waiting to see if her brother's okay. She had these visions. No one believed her. She would not give up. She is a great sister, like mine. Even though I don't think my sister has visions. Maybe of sugar plums dancing on her head. But here's the sister now, seeing her brother's okay. Oh my God, I know it's sentimental, but yet this is a horror thriller. But look, she would not give up. That is sibling, that is sisterhood, that's sister-brother bonds. Our next movie you have to rent for a few dollars, Cruel Intentions. This movie, though, has a great history. It started off as a 1700 novel, Les Liaisons Dangereuses. I said it kind of with a great accent, so you think I said it correctly. I could have been wrong. You French people could correct me. But that then became a Broadway play, which won Tony Awards. And then that Broadway play became a movie called Dangerous Liaisons with Glenn Close. And that won a whole bunch of Oscar nominations. And at the same time, there was a movie called Valmont, which is based upon the same story, which came out the same year as Dangerous Liaison. So this is a story we all have heard. Now here's the younger modern version, Cruel Intentions, with Reese Witherspoon and Ryan Phillippe, who had just started dating in this movie, so the love seems really good. This movie is on the list, which has a shocking kiss between two women. It's not shocking to me, but was up for like lists, like a Blockbuster Video Awards. But anyway, this then became an off-Broadway musical. In fact, it is now coming to the Bay Area next month as a musical. So this is a story we all love about a brother and sister who play evil, wicked, vengeful games on innocent young women like Reese Witherspoon. Sarah Michelle Gellar is an evil bitch in this, which of course a lot of people love evil bitches. My sister's not one of them, by the way, except for like once in a blue moon. Anyway, this movie is so exciting. It's really got a great basis because look at its history. You gotta watch Cruel Intentions. It's the brother-sister bond. Movies always win me over when they have a Southern accent. And this movie, Crimes of the Heart, about three sisters, has a Southern accent. I love, love, love this film. Three sisters that are like Diane Keaton and Jessica Lange and Sissy Spacek. It was nominated for 3 Academy Awards based upon a Pulitzer Prize winning play. This is a very funny, offbeat black comedy. It even deals with subjects like of suicide. And Sissy Spacek there is the only one of the leads that was Oscar nominated. Quite frankly, I think both Diane Keaton and Jessica Lange should have been nominated. And Jessica, I think, should have won the Oscar this year, but she wasn't even nominated. Anyway, it has the funniest little scenes about people dealing with each other. Like, let's take a look at this one, shall we?
Present to me, and look what she's gonna do. Will you please see this? She's taken one little bite out of each piece of candy in this box, and then she just put it right back in. Oh, that is just so much like her. Oh, so I can't help it. I can't help it. It just gets me mad. It gets me upset. Well, Meg has always run wild. You know she started smoking and drinking when she was 14 years old. She never made her own bed. She never made it to the grave. So yet somehow she always seemed to get what she wanted. Well, you remember how she's the one who got the singing and dancing lessons, and you remember how she always had 12 golden jingle bells sewed onto her petticoats. Well, you and I were only allowed 3 apiece. Just tell me why? Why?
Well, I don't know. Maybe she didn't jingle them as much.
Skeleton Twins on Max, by the way, is very overlooked, and it's really heartwarming, it's dramatic, and it's fun. It's about twins that get separated and they have a big fight and they come back years later. It's from a wonderful cast that we mostly see on Saturday Night Live, like Bill Hader and Kristen Wiig. But it's a great movie where siblings bond, and that's the whole point of this show. Siblings should stick together through thick and thin and help each other out as friends. I just think this movie is really terrific, and because it's got big stars, I don't think it performed as well as it could have and should have. But you could watch it now, just turn to Max. And remember, that used to be HBO. Oh my God, so one of the best sister bonding movies is The Color Purple. Although the movie is epic in many ways, it starts at the core of it as from two sisters who get separated, and they spend the whole movie writing letters to each other and wanting to be reunited. This movie was up for 11 Academy Awards. It should have won for actually both Whoopi Goldberg and Oprah Winfrey. It's a really terrific movie. You could find it on Prime, and it has so many layers. The sisterhood is just one of them. But it's about finding friendship and self-discovery and learning to love yourself. Wow, I love this movie, and you should watch it and love it too. I promise you that. Well, that's our show of the week. I hope you share and subscribe and come back and comment. As we leave, we're taking a look at yet a different The Color Purple. This one comes out at theaters this Christmas, and it's already a buzz for Best Picture, Best Actress. This is based upon the Broadway musical version of The Color Purple, which was on Broadway twice, winning Tony Awards both times. It's got a great cast. I'm excited for it. So let's look at the new Color Purple and think of sisterhood and sister-brother bonds and friendship within your family. And you go tell your family and friends that you love them. Thank you. See you next week. Ooh, Sealy.